It's an alarming statistic. Hate crimes in our valley are up more than 230% compared to last year, according to Metro Police. Right now, there have been 97 cases reported so far.
It certainly is a big issue, and we wanted to know how it compares to the last 5 years. So take a look at this breakdown right here. 2020 saw staggering numbers as the pandemic made its way with 82 hate crime cases reported. Now, it slowly declined until the increase alone came this year. And thank you so much for joining us. Live at 6 o'clock tonight, I'm Tricia Keene.
And I'm Joe Mueller. So what could be the reason for the change? Well, Jaewon Jung looked into what may be causing the increase.
Rabbi Mendy Harlig tells me he was walking home from the synagogue right here on Arville Street when an unknown driver shouted an offensive slur to him. It happened last year when the Israel-Hamas war broke out overseas. But whatever the trigger is, there's an uptick in hate crimes here in Las Vegas.
Someone felt comfortable to roll down the window, stop right next to me and yell, "Heil Hitler."
Rabbi Mendy Harlig didn't even know the full details of the brutal attack in Gaza on October 7th, 2023, when someone yelled the hateful comment to him.
It was a holiday for us. We weren't on our cell phones or anything.
Ever since the war with Hamas broke out, Rabbi Harlig tells me those in our valley's Israeli community have been on edge.
They're just a little jarring, you know. Thank God we're protected in the metros nearby, and they're a call away. But it's just surprising because that's not the Las Vegas that I remember.
Rabbi Harlig is thankful the incident didn't escalate to violence, but that's not the case for many others in Las Vegas. According to Metro Police, hate crimes are up 234% so far this year. More than 80% of those crimes are related to race and ethnicity. To understand why the increase might be happening, I spoke to UNLV law professor Frank Cooper, who teaches race, gender, and policing. Based on your research, what could be the root cause of this?
I think that we are unfortunately in a political climate where there is more leeway for racism. Another thing that I think is going on right now is that there's a huge uptick in anti-Semitism.
Cooper tells me while the war overseas has contributed to a surge in hate crimes, so has our politically charged climate during this election year. Just take a look at this campaign website from Republican State Assembly District 34 candidate Brandon Davis. It calls out opponent Hannadi Nadim as a, quote, Taliban sympathizer with known jihadist links.
Creates more of a sense of fear in the community. People feel like they can just innocently be walking down the street and they'll be targeted because of who they are as a status, as opposed to anything they've done.
Both Cooper and Rabbi Harlig tell me the only real way to stop hate crimes is education.
We constantly are out there trying just to talk to people. And the more people you speak, the more people you reach.
Nevada laws don't outline specific penalties for hate crimes, but if a crime against a victim is proven to be biased, a hate crime enhancement could be added, and that could mean more time behind bars. In Las Vegas, I'm Jaewon Jung.
And I have personally been working to stomp out hate in our community for the past 7 years by partnering with the ADL Nevada for our annual Walk Against Hate. And at this year's walk at the Las Vegas ballpark recently, a hate hotline was announced through the Nevada Attorney General's office. And I spoke with Jolie Brislin, Executive Director of the ADL's Desert Region, about the need to report these crimes.
Why does this data matter so much to an organization like Metro or the ADL?
In order to be able to create any change, we need to have correct data. We need to make sure that that incidents of hate and discrimination and bigotry of any form are being reported, both to law enforcement as well, to the Attorney General, to the ADL, and to others. The only way we're going to be able to make change is if we have the correct information to be able to amplify that. Even if it's not a criminal act, even if it's not something that will be able to be prosecuted, it's important that it be counted. And so we urge people to report incidents of hate.
And you can also report hate crimes to the ADL right here on your screen. Just go to adl.org to file an incident report.